The Hammerhead Karoo could be the next big thing in GPS computers. I got to play with the prototype for a couple days, and although it's still very much in development, there's some cool features. So in some ways, this Karoo is more like a smartphone than a GPS computer. In addition to running on ANT+ and Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, it also can take a SIM card so it can run on cell service. So this allows not only for better data when you're riding, but also lets you do things like reroute when you're following a route on the fly, tapping into the cloud for the routing brainpower. It will work without a SIM card, but just having one in there will beef up the capabilities. The touchscreen looks and feels a lot more like a smartphone touchscreen that we're so accustomed to. When we first started seeing touchscreens on GPS computers, like some of the Garmin's, my first reaction was like, oh, a touchscreen will be better than buttons. And the reality was touchscreens on bike computers and touchscreens on phones are two very different things. This seems a lot closer to that. The primary cool thing about the Karoo is the routing. You can do routing right on the device itself, either by picking a point, by dropping a pin, moving around with your fingers, zoom in, zoom out with the mechanics you may be accustomed to from a smartphone or an iPad. You can also make a route from anybody's Strava file, which is a cool thing. So you say you're traveling to a new area, you search around, see a route that someone's done, you can get that on here and follow it with turn by turn. That's something that no other computer can do at this point. For now, navigation isn't quite as fleshed out as Garmin's is. The view is the top-down view, and you do get some turn-by-turn. It's not always 100% dialed. Again, this is just a prototype, and they're revising this constantly, so that's improving as we speak. Hammerhead says a point-of-view option is coming for navigation also. In terms of size, the thing is pretty chunky, even when compared to something like an Edge 1000, which is a huge computer as far as bike computers go, or the original Wahoo Element. It's bigger, substantially heavier, but the screen clarity is quite a bit brighter. Even with the screen dialed way back for this little video, it's much brighter than a Garmin at full blast. Setting up sensors is pretty easy. It can connect with either ANT+, which is the standard for most bike computers, or with Bluetooth, which is fairly unusual. Polar has the Bluetooth only. The new Stages Dash has ANT+ and Bluetooth. Most Garmin's are just ANT+, so the Bluetooth proponents will tell you get a much more stable connection with Bluetooth because it's one-to-one. Like with a lot of computers, you can set up profiles for road or mountain, cyclocross, training, indoor. For now, the list of metrics is pretty small. You have the standard speed, cadence, power, etc., but it's lacking some of the basics within there, such as like your 3-second average, your 10-second average. But it seems like if they can get the data in the unit, adding on those variables should be fairly straightforward. To start a ride, you can either just press go, start riding, or to follow a route, you can select your route from your list. One thing they do not yet have, but it seems to be built in, is to add a workout. So in addition to following a route with turn by turn, you can presumably follow a prescribed workout of some sort. Once you're done with your ride, you can upload straight to Strava, and you can edit the title and whether it's private or not, those type of settings, straight from the unit itself, which is a nice thing. Here you can see the little keyboard screen, which works fairly well. Battery life is a claimed 10 hours on a minimal setting, and up to 4 or 5 when running full blast with bright screen and navigation going. Like many features, the battery life is still a work in progress. I will be updating my story on BikeRadar.com as the software updates come online, and I'll do another video review when we've got a unit that's fully baked and ready to go. As of now, Hammerhead plans to start selling these units consumer direct in the middle of June. The units will then ship about 2 months after the sale. I will be curious to see how this unit develops and how it fares against Garmin and the others out there.